Welcome back. Did you know that only 26% of Bronx residents aged 25 or older have a degree higher than a high school diploma? Well, the Oyate Group's leadership program is on the front lines to help ensure that high school students from under-resourced communities are given the experiences they need to become empowered leaders. Here to speak towards this mission is the Director of Programs for the Oyate Group, Augustina Warton, along with a student participant, Samir Bawa. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
I am excited, Samir, to hear about your journey, obviously, through this incredible program. But to start with you, Augustina, talk to me about the RISE Leadership Program and its mission.
Sure. RISE Leadership is a youth development program run out of Oyate Group. And what we did was we created a program that explores leadership through creative approaches. So students choose an area that they want to learn leadership through. So design and technology, business and entrepreneurship, visual arts and civic engagement, advocacy. So we have different tracks each day of the week at Oyate Group for high school students, 10th and 11th grade.
Yeah, now of course I know through this program, you recently took students as well on a college tour in a sense.
We did.
Talk to me a little bit about that breakdown as well.
A big part of RISE Leadership is college and career readiness. And so we decided to organize a trip to Boston, Massachusetts to visit 3 different colleges, Harvard, Northeastern, and Emerson College. So we did an overnight trip there last week, actually.
Yeah. Now, Samir, you recently got to be a part of this trip. Yeah. Talk to me about your experience.
I think it was really insightful, going and learning about the colleges, not only about what they offer, but about their history. And I feel like it added a lot to what I look for when I want to go to a college.
Yeah. Talk to me about those things as well. Obviously, getting to see that and kind of inspiring you a little bit about what you're looking for in college. How did that kind of happen, or what are you kind of looking for now?
When we went, I saw that a lot of the schools offered, a lot of flexibility in your major. At this current moment, I'm not really sure what I want to do when I go to college, but the fact that they have that flexibility within their teaching, I feel like that is something I really look for.
That's incredible. Now, well, Augustina, why is it important for high school students to be able to see themselves on a college campus? Like, what impact does that actually have on them?
Well, like you mentioned, in the Bronx, only 26% of people have anything past the high school diploma. And for us, it's really important to bring young people to college campuses and really have them know that they can take up space, they can be there, and that's a space for them as well. So that's the biggest thing for us, is beyond exposure, is showing them that this is something you can aspire to, and it's definitely possible. And our programs are meant to support that process and give them a lot of different college options. So
yeah,
we hope that for each participant.
Definitely. And I mean, when you talk about that too, and even hearing Samir's story, it's something that, trust me, when I was even in high school, I was still figuring out what I wanted to do in college, but just to be on a college campus, that was so profound to me. How does it help the students beyond just even their college track, you'd say?
Yeah, I think seeing what going away to college looks like is important, because we have so many amazing public colleges and universities here in New York City, but what does it mean to go to another city like Boston? Let's take the T, let's eat at a dining hall, let's look at residence halls, and really imagine yourself on campus. What does that look like? What do you gravitate towards? What do you not like about it? What can you learn before you actually go that you don't like, so you don't experience it when you get there, So, yeah.
Now, of course, for you, Samir, as well, what did it mean to see yourself in these academic institutions, in these spaces as well, and have that experience?
What it meant to me was that, there's more to life than just the community around us. Going to Boston really showed me that that there's more out there, and those things are within reach. We went to Harvard, and the tour guide was just telling us about how she never saw herself at Harvard, but just working hard and, showing that she earned it got her there.
Yeah, beautiful experience, and obviously important to get that one-on-one kind of in-person experience and stories with that. Now, I did read that you got to tour, dine, and explore the college life as well. So with that, anything that you learned about college life that maybe you didn't know before as well?
I learned that no one college is the same as the others. Depending on the college life is different, the social life is different because, different colleges have different things that they offer. So seeing different colleges, seeing the people and how they interact with each other, that was something that was different for me.
Yeah. Now, Samir, I don't want to put you on the spot, but let me know. Obviously, you went through to so many different schools as well as that. Any of them that actually like maybe stood out to you, or that maybe you were surprised to be like, hey, maybe I can see myself here one day as well?
The two colleges that really stood out to me were probably Northeastern and Harvard. Harvard, to me before was just a name, but I feel like with my work ethic and my dedication, I feel like it's within reach, closer than I thought it was before. And for Northeastern, I really like their flexibility, like I spoke about before, and I feel like I could see myself there one day.
Yeah, and we're putting it out into the universe, manifesting it right here, right now.
Yep.
With that as well, Augustina, talk to me. When you obviously, one thing is to envision this program, but then to actually see it come to life, these students have this experience. What is that? What is that like from your point of view as well?
Well, it's just wonderful. I was actually a part of youth development programs growing up as well, so I know the power of it firsthand. I didn't see myself in college, but I had mentors that sort of guided me through that process, and so to be able to carry that on and offer that to young people at Oyate Group through Rise Leadership and our other youth development programs, I think going to college really opens your mind to all of the possibilities of life, and so that's super important to me. And we've really put a focus on college readiness by creating a college access program that complements Rise Leadership.
Okay.
And so we have a college access person who works with all of our seniors after they experience Rise Leadership in 10th and 11th grade. They can come back and work with us on their college applications, on their SATs, on their letters of recommendation. And so it's not just an idea, it's something that we put a lot of effort and intention into. And we want, like I said before, young people to have many options, college being one of them. But if they have other ideas as well, we'll support that. So.
Yeah. Now, of course, for people who may be watching and want to have this experience, or like you mentioned, be a part of these other initiatives that you have going on for the youth, what are the qualifications and process to be a part of something like this?
Yeah, every program that we offer has an application, and every application and the application dates are listed on our website, oyategroup.org. And then they can just search there and they can apply. For Rise Leadership particularly, you can join in 10th and 11th grade and fill out the application and hopefully get accepted.
Yeah.
Samir.
I mean, with that as well, what would you tell, Augustina, parents who may be, skeptical about even having their kid go away to college, but what would you tell them about letting them be a part of something like this as well, in this experience?
Yeah, I mean, we had those conversations because I think some parents worry, sending their children away for a night in a different city. I think that a lot of it is just having the experience and showing them a college campus really helps to give them that extra effort in applying. Like, oh, this is fun, the dining halls, the college campus, all the extracurriculars that you can do when you get there. That kind of experience really offers, that extra oomph to apply to school, hopefully. That's what we hope at least, yeah.
Yeah, and I love what you mentioned earlier too about that. Obviously, having this experience once makes it easier when they actually are officially an enrolled student at one of these universities or schools. That experience is already, that first shyness day, you'll still have it, those nerves, but it'll feel a little bit more comfortable at that.
Definitely.
Samir, through your experience as well, what would you tell other students who may be unsure about even going to college or having these experiences? What would you let them know?
I'd probably say that, you just have to find what's right for you, because there's at least a bit of comfortability in wherever you go. And I feel like as soon as you find that, it doesn't really matter where you're at. You'll just find your place.
Yeah. Now, you talked even earlier about your experience going through something like this. What does it mean to you to feel and to know that you are part of a program that's empowering other young individuals as well in our borough at that?
I'd say it's inspiring, and it kind of pushes me to want to learn more and give back to my community the way they do. Um, I feel like their work there is really like empowering to not just us, but those around us, and it shows that going to school and finding and helping out is more than just something that adults can do, and even us now can do for the people around us.
Yeah. Now, of course, if people are looking at the Oyate Group, hearing about some of these programs, what can people who are watching and want to support the initiative, either from the Bronx or beyond, what can they do to support?
Yeah, there's a couple ways that you can support Oyate Group and Rise Leadership. Like in Samir's track, the business and entrepreneurship track of Rise Leadership, we have speakers come in who volunteer their time to talk about their businesses or talk about their careers, so they can offer to volunteer to be a speaker in our programs, or they could donate. If they can donate their time, they can donate their money at oyategroup.org. And they can also reach out to me, and I think my contact info will be on the screen at some point. So yeah.
Definitely. We'll be sure to share that as well with our viewers. Samir, I mean, Augustina mentioned even the area of leadership that you chose. Why was it important for you to choose this kind of specialization for yourself?
I felt like it was special and important for me to choose this because, well, me and a couple of my friends, we have a clothing brand, and I feel like the skills that they taught us and the things that they helped us do with just this program has pushed our business to another level. And just the skills in general, being able to adapt to certain situations, I feel like it helps not only in just business, but in life itself.
Definitely. And the experiences you're having now, like you mentioned, will help
Yeah.
you and will go with you beyond just the program and just in life in general. So, so many great skills. Augustina, Samir, thank you so much again for joining us this morning.
Thank you
No
so
problem.
much.
Now, if you would like to learn more about the Rise Leadership Program, please visit the website on your screen below. We have to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Open after this.